All right, everybody, welcome into the training. So, if you are new to the training, if you don't mind, if you can put a one in the chat, that would be awesome, along with your industry. If you're new to Dubb, if you're just checking it out for the first time, or you're in here, you just maybe just got going a little bit, but you are new, putting a one in the chat with your industry would be helpful, which would be awesome. If you're returning, if you could put a two in the chat, some of the names in here I obviously do recognize from before, which is great. But if you are returning, putting a two in there would be helpful. And if you are new, putting a one would be fantastic. Um, okay, cool. This training normally is about an hour. We typically go. Unfortunately, today I've got to cut it about 20 minutes short. I got a podcast I've got to do at the top of the hour, so we're cutting it a little bit short today. But this training will be on YouTube support on YouTube Dubb support within typically the same day, if not tomorrow morning. But let me pop over real quick to the new folks just to say hello and welcome back to the returners. Let's go over to Joe. Hey, Joe, I saw you put a one in there. Let me come over to you and unmute you if you'd like to say hello. Hey, Joe, I saw that you're, yeah. How are you, Joe? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can. Yep.
Good to
Can you
meet
hear
you.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
coming
me.
in. So what's your industry?
I'm in life insurance, just newly licensed. I feel like yeah, everybody's doing the same thing for the most part. It's a lot of dialing and not a whole lot of contacts in most for the most part. So I'm thinking if I could incorporate some of the stuff you guys are great at, which is the video into SMS and video into emails with
Yep.
a link to a calendar, I think it would really be helpful.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what people have utilized over the years. What for your leads, do they fill out a form? Do they do
Yeah,
they
they're all opted in. We use Go High Level primarily. I'm a little nervous about some of the file sizes, and I don't know the limitations of what I can and can't do yet. So,
Yeah, we
uh,
have an integration with Go High Level. So, yeah, just keep your workflows that you got and just drop videos in there, and we'll show you how to do that. And then style-wise, it's really up to you. And this is something I'm going to cover in the beginning, as far as the different styles you can record with Dubb and what would be best. I mean, if it's a referral coming your way, or like you said, someone filled out a form, a quick
yeah,
little hello video, just introducing yourself, just even
right.
in that simplest format goes a long way. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to figure out. Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah. Good to meet you, Joe. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. We have Ina from our team here, who is one of our Dubb experts, and she's going to be going through the chat. So if anyone has any questions along the way, feel free, because like I said, we've got a conjuncted training today, but feel free to pop them in there.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Joe. And then let's see. I also saw a couple other ones in there. Let's see. Let's see. I thought I saw one pop up. Um, Let's see. Let me go over here. Here we go. I think there's a number one here in real estate. Okay. For some reason, I'm not seeing the name pop up. So there was another number one in there. Okay. That's kind of bizarre. I can't see it. All right. So, anyone, welcome into the training. Returners, welcome back. Questions, pop them in the chat. Ina will kind of get them as we go along the way. I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to go through the basics of the platform, strategy stuff as well, recommendations, and then the different styles. And if you have any else thing on your mind, feel free to pop it in there. And we're going to end about 10:45 today, about 15 minutes short typically than what we do. All right, so let me share my screen and let's come in here and see what this is all about and what we should choose for style, strategy, all that good stuff. Let me pop over and share my screen right now. Okay, so here we go. All right. So when we think about Dubb in general, it's really about what the person sees when they get a Dubb video. What's the experience like? Now, this right here, when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds are going to repeat as an animated preview. So you want to think about, and there are different styles I'm going to show you in a second, but when you hit record, that first 3 seconds is going to be the preview they see. You can change that inside of Dubb with editing if you need to. You can just slide it to a different part of the video if you like the visual better. You could upload your own thumbnail. But when you're being efficient, it's great to be prepared and have a plan before you hit record. Now, you'll notice in this particular style, I said, "What's your hook?" I'm holding up a whiteboard right there. What's your hook? So that's what you want to think about before you even record a video because you want to go into your chat. If you have an AI that you use like a ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, if you use within the Dubb dashboard Auto, our own AI guide right here, any one of those, if you go in there and say to the AI, Listen, this is the reason for my outreach. Here's my ideal client profile, my ICP. Here's what I want this person or this group of people to be informed about, want them to do. Here's the action I want them to take. Please provide me with 25 to 6 word hooks that I can use in my video when I'm reaching out that'll make them want to click on it and take further action. So the AI will give you a list of the 25 to 6 word hooks that you can play with. Give it a human pass, ask the AI for the adjustment, and then when you have these hooks, that's when you're going to apply them in different ways. So in this particular style right here, I recorded with the Dubb webcam inside of the Dubb website. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, which has a whiteboard feature, and I've typed that hook right there. We say 5 to 6 words because that's kind of the words you can kind of play with. Character count, I think it's about 30 something. You can play with that right there, and you want to put that hook up here in the subject line of an email or within your SMS. So the hooks should be pretty similar. You can mirror them, but remember you got to get them to go here first before they even get here. So once you have your hook figured out, why you've made this video, what you want them to do, this style here, webcam, mobile app, holding it up. You can also do from this style, the webcam, you can do this. You can put a virtual background behind you. So it could be someone's profile like you see here. It could be a company website. It could be a screenshot of an action that they took. It could be an article that you want to share. It could be something like this. It could be not this one here, but this one here. It could be real estate. You got a property behind you, someone's interested in. Take a screenshot of that. And then you also could hold up the whiteboard at the same time and have a fact about that property, something interesting there. I just have the address as an example, but this is where you can do a combination of virtual background and holding up the whiteboard. And if I was going to do that person's profile behind me that you just saw before, I could do the combination there too. Background, whiteboard. So you can do one or the other or both. Very straightforward style, this style from the webcam to be able to get that messaging down. You could be introducing yourself to someone. Now, there's also another great style here, which is a screen recording style. So this is done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you want to share and you want to visually walk someone through something, like you're seeing right here, like a real estate market update, you can use the Dubb Chrome extension. Just put it on top of the website. This is a great way to reach out on LinkedIn, which I'll show in a little bit. But you notice here I have annotation arrows pointing towards the bubble. And I could have been inside the bubble just waving and pointing, but I decided to take an additional step and again hold up that whiteboard because it gives an additional message for them to click. So they know it's a market update, but there's been a big change. So whatever industry you're in, think about that additional message that you can add to it, via the hook that we talked about, and still have that inside the bubble. Now you also can do this. This is another screen recorder that we have right here. This is called the Dubb desktop app. And the difference between what you just saw with the Chrome and the desktop is the desktop app is not beholden to the browser. This is like a drone that flies over everything on your computer. And you can even crop on things. So the desktop app has some cool functions. But what you're seeing here is I'm on a website, but I'm cropped into something closer and I'm pointing something very specific out. So you have some neat screen recording, screen sharing options with this stuff. Now you also have the Dubb mobile app. So the Dubb mobile app has the ability to put a virtual background behind you. Just take the screenshots on your phone. You can add the text below like you see right here. You also can take that hook that we talked about, put it above your head, put it below, wherever you'd like it. Just a simple record like that with a message above goes a long way. And then we also have picture in picture with the Dubb mobile app. This is really good for property walkthroughs in real estate because you're not just showing what's in front of you, you're on the screen with them. So when you're excited about showing them something, they can see the excitement. Outside of real estate, if you're at an event, like a live event, and you're walking around recording, getting the crowd, you can send that to your list of contacts. You also can, if you're with a client and you guys are just, hanging out, you can record a video together, like a social media video, where you're asking the client some questions and they're answering. You could do a testimonial if you're with someone in person, where you ask the questions and they answer. You also could pull up a website on your computer and use picture in picture and just lean in and it shows you leaning in and you visually are on the screen as well. So these are all little neat creative things you can do that people will see and it will make them want to click on your video. Now, regardless of these styles that you do choose, When someone gets the video and they see the GIF and they click on it, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset. Now, these presets are going to have your logo to the top left. It's going to have the initial video you've created right here in the middle, and it's going to have playlist videos right here they're going to play after seamlessly. This video ends, it's going to run right into the next video. The cool thing about the playlist is you can add more videos for education, but you also can include one video that you record one time, minute, minute and a half, and it's basically your pitch video, why someone should work with you. And it will always play after the initial video if you want it to. That frees you up in the initial video to do what we talked about. Have that hook, bring the value, focus on that person or group that you're reaching out to and that question or value that you're bringing. Keep that initial video short, 30, 40 seconds. Get in, get out, have them take an action, and then that video will play right after every time. If you do have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a little way to get them in 1 second. But below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed your content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Probably the most popular button, in sales. Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, listing agreement, contract, guide? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to check out your website? Do you want them to check out a case study, leave you a review? There's all kinds of options you can have down here. If you have multiples, I would just go in order of importance from left to right in terms of what you want them to do. Now, if you want to get video testimonials, this button right here, reply with video, is really good to use for it. So you can send someone a nice video and then have reply with video below where you say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click reply with video below and let me know what you think of the platform. Or whatever you would normally ask somebody. They send you that video testimonial back. You get a little notification inside the platform that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of your playlist. And then the last part of this page is right over here to the right. This is your AI assistant, SIA, your sales interactive assistant. And when people land on this page, they have the real-time ability to interact with the AI if they have questions over here. So you can have up to 20 FAQs that you can create inside the platform. 3 of them will show. They can ask the AI a question here. And when the AI gives an answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. So it wants to keep the momentum going. So to educate the AI inside the Dubb platform, you can enter individual website pages where it will physically learn what's in text on the pages. And then you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and then the AI is educated on what you need it to be educated about. And the preset landing pages here, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if you're in real estate and you work with buyers and sellers on that split, then have one for buyers, have a page for sellers. Same thing in recruitment, employers, candidates, coaching, consulting, different industries, insurance, different kinds of insurance clients, mortgage, same thing, finance. All of it can be segmented in terms of messaging, and you want to have different preset landing pages that speak to those folks. When you get on Dubb and you're on a paid plan, one of the first things we do is the team meets you in Zoom with an optimization setup where they go through and help you set up the buttons, the pages, everything that you need. And all of this is tracked. So did someone open the email? Did they watch the videos? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any of the buttons? All of this enables you to follow up in a really, really smart way. Now, to record, say something like this example right here, how would we record this webcam video? So inside of Dubb in the dashboard, right here at the top, there's a little red camera icon. So when you select this, now this is going to open up your camera. So if I want to use the whiteboard that you saw before, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, it's right here, and the button is right there at the top, that square button with the person in the corner. So when you select that, that is where you type. So all you do is just type your hook, like we talked about. Type it, turn it. There you go, just like this. Now, if you want to have the virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. We have some stock ones down here, but to really make it count, I would go to your photos and then upload any screenshots you have of the stuff we talked about before. Properties, articles, websites, profiles, actions that people have taken. And then it creates a nice little library here for you to use. Select the one that you want, and it puts the virtual background behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light. It could be natural light or ring light. If you use your hands to talk a lot, like I do, I keep them within my shoulders. I don't go out into the soup. And then if you're looking to combine both, just bring the other one up, just like we did before, if you want to use both at the same time. Now, every dub recording option has a teleprompter option. So to access the teleprompter, you're going to click above your head right into here. Now, before you go in here, you want to have a script saved into the Dubb platform. So you can access scripts in one of two ways. If you're in the Dubb dashboard, off to the left under Assets, select Scripts. And then in here, blue plus button, give your script a name, drop the script in, and just click Save and Close. Or when you're already in the recording area here, you can click above and go right to create new scripts. Here it says that at the top. It'll bring you to the same spot to create it. Scroll to find a script or put the title of the script in here, and then you got it. And it's right here. And to use a teleprompter, arm's distance is pretty good in terms of letting the words flow up into your eye line. This is going to be your speed. This is the play button to test your speed. This is to back the text off. This is to zoom it in. And if you want to do some editing, there's a pencil icon right up here where you can make some real-time changes. But teleprompter is pretty great. It has the words right in front of you, ready to go. You're not forgetting anything. You're saying it a specific way. Just takes a little bit of practice. Now, to do a full run through here, I'm going to hold this up here. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording if I want to, click it again to resume and keep going. If I want to delete it, it's the red X. It will always ask you, are you sure you want to do that? And if you want to save this into the platform, it's the blue check mark, which will save it. To close the teleprompter, tap that, and it's closed. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can record a video to someone, virtual behind, holding up the phone, do a combination of both. If you don't do either one of those, definitely do a little wave and a smile as far as that. Now, click the blue check mark. I'm going to click it here, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. Once it's saved in here, then you can do some things because when you save a video into Dubb, it's always going to take you to the video edit page inside the platform. So when you're inside the platform here on the video edit page, you can do some things here at the top. You can click the pencil icon at the top and change the title internally of the video. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. You can download an MP4 version of every video you save into the platform. So if you need that, really good for social media where you download the MP4 and then you can upload it into the different platforms. Over here to the right, you have a little preview button, a little square button with an arrow. When you click that, it's going to open a new tab and say, hey, this is what your video is going to look like on the preset landing page. So you can see what it looks like. Now, if you want to change it to a different background, a different preset landing page, this is this drop down right here. Because this first one here that says Rob's preset, that's my default. Anytime I record a video, that's always going to be my preset landing page background, unless I change it. So if I have other preset landing pages created, I can access them right here and just change it. So if I selected one, it would change everything about that background. If I want to upload this video to YouTube, if I have a YouTube channel, you can do that. Every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you are at a live event, you can pre-record something like, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. So you meet someone, they scan the QR code, your video is already done. If you're in real estate and you're doing an open house, put a placard right on the counter. Someone scans it. Hey, thanks for checking out the property. By the way, if you want to see properties that are similar to these, check out below. If you're at if you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing in whatever industry you're in, do a fun take me out of the mail stack video. So when they scan it, they can see it there. So definitely some uses for the QR code. Now down here, under analytics, we have a little AI coach here called Kyra. So if you want some feedback on your video, just click generate. It'll give you delivery analysis feedback, visuals, and the content itself. So non-biased AI, it'll give you right away if you want something like that. Over here to the right under activity, if you select type, this is what we were talking about before. You can really drill down on what you want to know more about. Clicks, watches, percentages, all that good stuff that helps you follow up. This details tab right here will remind you of what buttons are below your video, what AI assistant is on your page, and what playlist videos will play after your video. You can change these right in here if you'd like to. Now, if you already sent this video to somebody and you forgot to add a button or a video, you can make the changes even though you already sent it, and it will refresh on the other side. You also have an editing tab. So every video you save in a Dubb, you can edit. Just hit the play button. Hi, this is Rob from. You can drag your timeline if you want to. Let's just say I want to cut something out. I'll drag it there, scissors, drag it to the second cut point, scissors, and now you got three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, just click the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring it back, the good undo button, undo, 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 and you are right back to where you started. You also have a design tab. So this is what I was talking about in the beginning, where you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds repeats. You can change that right here. You can drag this to a different part of the video if you like it better visually, or you could upload your own thumbnail. Now, from a simple send perspective, we recorded something, we have it on a preset landing page. How would we send it? So open up an email and a compose, and you want to follow for best practices. Always have the word video in the subject line. Have a hook right here that we talked about. A little bit of text in terms of why they're going to want to watch the video, and then you can drop it in. Now you can drop it in two ways. One, inside the Dubb platform, when you have a video pulled up, there's a big blue share and send button. Select that there, drop the email in for the tracking, add a little personalization text if you would like to at the top. It's not necessary if you don't want to. And then what you do is click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste. And then you paste it right inside here, and you're able to send it. Now, another way is with a shortcut. So you're going to notice here in Gmail, there's a little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. If you use Outlook 365, that Dubb button will be off to the right in add-ins. The reason that shortcut button is there is because of the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second that's up here in the browser. So when that's logged in, this little button is going to show up. So when you select that button, opens up the Chrome that we're going to use in a second. You could record a video right here inside the email. Or you can choose from your video library right down here at the bottom that you can scroll through. So there it is right there. I'm going to click advanced options, put the email in for the tracking, add a little personalization text if you want to, and then just click insert and it will pop it right into the email like this one did here. Now, as far as screen recording goes, how would we record something that we looked at earlier that looks like this? Any website that you want to be on top of inside of a bubble walking someone through something. We're going to look at LinkedIn as an example. So you're going to get the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder right up here at the top, open it up, and it's going to put you physically on the page just like this. So when you're using the Dubb Chrome extension, whatever site that you're on, think about the size that you want of your webcam. You don't want to go too big because you're going to cover everything. Then you want to think about the shape. What does it look like? I would just try to aesthetically match what the shape looks like on the page. Ruben's at a circle. I'm going to pop into a circle. And then you just want to think about placement. Where do you want to put yourself? Where's an interesting spot? I'm going to go right next to him, right here. I can zoom myself in, back myself up. I can physically move myself around inside here if I want to. I also can jump to full screen, make a point, go back to the page. I can turn my camera off and just do an audio walkthrough. I can click and just use my headshot if I want to. But if I am live, it's really nice to be able to do a virtual background in here if you want to do that as well. So you can do just what we just did before, add a virtual background right inside the bubble. You also have an annotation tool to point things out over here to the left. And you also have the ability to use a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different. You can physically move this one around. So I'm going to find my script here. You can manipulate the sides like this. You can control your speed here. And I'm going to put this right towards the camera up here at the top. Now, a thing to remember about the Dubb Chrome extension, because it's browser-based, if you're going to use a teleprompter, I wouldn't go full screen on the browser because you're going to hide the teleprompter. You physically won't be able to get to it. So I'd leave a little bit of a gap, click record, tap it, and then bring it forward and you're able to use it. You got three orientations to record over here. You've got camera, which opens up like a webcam. Tab, which gets just the nice clean tab page that you're on here. Won't get any of the mess that I have at the top. Or you can use screen, which will get your entire computer screen, and you can just bounce around to tabs and it will follow you around if you want to take someone on a tab journey. For this example, I'm going to use tab. I'm also going to include my hook. So I'm going to click start recording to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? This is Rob. Listen, I wanted to reach out because you, my friend, wrote a really cool book called Click Record. I click record all the time. So you do your 3-second thing that you're doing here, your GIF, right? Whatever motion you want to do, knocking on his bubble, waving. And then I jump to full screen. It's not a necessity, but when you make these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a cool way to make a point about something, break the visual, and then go back to the page. You can do that by hovering over your bubble with your mouse, double clicking, double clicking the page to go back, or you can hover over and click this little button here, brings you here, click it again to go back. You also can click the button right down at the bottom, bring you full screen, go back. Now you also can scroll around and move while you're recording, whatever you're most comfortable with. You can also hit the pause button right down here at the bottom. If you want to stop the recording, take a break, wait till you're ready again, and then click resume. You also can use the annotation tool right over here to the left. You can do text on screen, you can do arrows, you can draw, you can underline, you can put things in numerical order of importance, whatever you'd like to do. And all of these annotations will stay sticky. So when you continue down, they're not going to stalk you. So this is a great way to reach out on LinkedIn, a great way to take any website that you want to be on top of and explain something visually and walk someone through. Again, I'm going to hit the check mark and it's going to save this into the Dubb platform to the video edit page where we were before. Now, if we want to share this video that we just created with Ruben, how would we share this? Well, back over on LinkedIn, you want to make sure you're connected with a person first. First connection, then click the message button below. And then you're able to click the Dubb shortcut button down at the bottom with the integration that we have with LinkedIn. So when you select that there, it's just going to open up the Chrome like we did before. Find the video you want, click insert, highlight the text right here, change it to something personal if you'd like to, click send, and then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview in his inbox. Now, another screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app now. So you Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. Mac, the little Dubb symbol you'll see right up here at the top will be at the top. It'll be at the bottom on a PC. You can see these different functions here. I always like to click View Quick Menu, brings it up separately like this. And I'm going to click Record Screen so you can see the difference that you saw between Chrome that we just saw right now and the desktop app. So first off, the bubble. The bubble is the same as the Chrome. It does all the same functionality that you saw before. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The difference is they are not going to stay sticky. So they're going to move and follow you. So you want to delete them when you're done using them. The teleprompter, you can move this around. But a little difference here is when you select a script and you go over here, the first option you're going to have is auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if I was going to read the script, it would go at my pace. If you don't want that, click auto track closed, and you can use auto scroll for the speed. So either auto track or auto scroll. In terms of recording, here's a big difference as well. There's a little red slash that you see right down here at the bottom. If I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of what I can record. I have custom, where I can crop around anything that I would like to crop around on my screen. And I can move it wherever I want to move it to. So I can get very specific about what I want to show. I also can go landscape for YouTube. I even can go 9 by 16 if I'd like to do a social media video right from my desktop in the proper format. Now, another big difference is the recording itself. So when I hit record down here, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And once I'm going, I'm recording. I can pause and resume if I'd like to. But the big difference here is the check mark. So the check mark normally saves a video into Dubb. Not the case here with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and I have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together, save that video into Dubb. Clip recording is great because you can drag and drop videos from your computer. So if you have an MP4 file, you can make it part of the story here. So what I've just recorded is a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording now? So down at the bottom, there are 3 creative options to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen video, like I just did. So I'm going to tap that icon there. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I could have pulled up a different site, document, Canva, whatever I wanted. And now I'm just recording that similar style that I just did before. Click the check mark, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I would like. which is convenient. You also can tap the three dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. The second icon down here at the bottom left is record webcam. So if I want to record a webcam clip, because I want to talk about something specific, or I could say, welcome to this video or buy or whatever I want to do, and it's just visually different, I can record that, check mark, and now I want to take this clip and put it wherever I want. The last option down at the bottom left is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything you'd like to put it on top of. So for instance, I could sit in front of my webcam with my teleprompter and record a video about a market update. I could save that video into my video library, right? And then from here, I just click Dubb Narrator down at the bottom. It takes me into my video library. I find that video that I just recorded, and now it puts that pre-recorded version of me in a bubble. And all I have to do is just find the website that I want to be on top of or document, and I let the pre-record do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video. So it gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of breaking it up where you could take a pre-record and put it on something else to do and then make it part of the recording. Now, when you're ready to merge all of these clips together into one video, you can either hit the upload button to the bottom right, it will merge them and upload them, or you can click the edit button to the bottom right because the desktop app has a full editing suite inside the app before you even save it into Dubb. And the editor is just like the editor I showed you before inside the Dubb platform. Then you would download the MP4 if you wanted to. Now, you can do it after if you want, or you can click upload. I hit the download button if I do a really long video just in case, and then I'll click upload. But totally up to you as far as wanting to do that. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to be looking at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the mobile app is a clip recorder as well. So it's very similar to the desktop app in that regard. It has some other cool stuff too. The mobile app also, obviously, the cameras on the mobile app are amazing. So let me share my screen now and I'll show you quickly how we would record something with the Dubb mobile app. So here is the Dubb mobile app here, home area. To record, we're going to tap our blue camera icon at the bottom, and it's going to open up our camera. Now, when it opens up, you're going to be defaulted for 1 minute when you first use the app. I always move mine over to 10. It's because you can't go beyond 10 minutes. I don't want to get cut off. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom, and now I'm recording. Timer here and timer here. If I want to pause the recording and resume it, you have the pause and resume button there. To end the recording, tap the circle again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area. I'm going to hit record one more time so I have multiple clips in here. And you can also move these clips around. So I can take my finger, hold one, and then I have the ability to hold and slide. So if I want to change the order, I can do that. If you tap a clip individually, you can delete, trim, and if I select edit, this is where I can add royalty-free music. We have a full library. I can do a voiceover over this clip. I can add text on the screen, move it around any font size, color that I would like. I can speed up the action. I can even add in burned in subtitles if I'd like to now or at the end. These icons over here, if you click the tool tip at the top, it will tell you the description of which each one of these is right here. Countdown timer, really important to have on. I usually go with 3 seconds. I feel it's kind of the proper amount of time. 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to go. You have a 10-second one, but that's a little longer, obviously. This button right here is video stabilization. So if you're doing a walk and talk and you feel like it's just too jumpy, just click this button right here, select low, medium, or high, and it basically will go like this to like this. You also have the ability to use a teleprompter right here. So if you select this here, like before, click create new script if you want to create a new script, or grab the script that you want. Here is the speed. You can go up or down, hit the play button, see if you like that speed. And then you also can do some real-time editing by clicking the pencil icon, make any changes that you'd like. This can go portrait or it can go landscape, and it will adjust. And when you're actually reading this, make sure you keep your eyes at the top. If your eyes are not staying up there, either increase the speed or slide everything up with the guardrails, just like this. Now, you also have the ability, if you have an iPhone, this is an option. You can go to the gear icon over here to the left, select auto track, hit record, and this is voice recognition like this. You're in real estate and you're frustrated, but don't quit. You got to see what Sky Kelly Wheeler did. So see how it kind of went at my pace? So you have that as an option right here. And to close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right, and that will close it. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the mobile app and you want to make it part of your story here and it's on your phone, go to the folder icon right here, find the video you want, and say, we'll ask you, do you want to add the clip? Yes. And you drop it in here and you can physically move it around. If you want to record your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, it's this button. So you can slide through. You can do black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations. Just see what you like in there. If you want to do picture in picture, like I showed in the beginning, it's this one here. So this is where you can do showing what's in front of you, and you can physically move yourself around the screen like this, make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background, back up. You have a lot of those options like that. Last one down here is your virtual background. So screenshots on your phone, then go here and then select background, and there it is. And you're able to record. Now, when you're done and you're ready to merge all these clips into one video, select the button to the top right, the blue arrow. It's going to merge all your clips together. You'll have an automatically downloaded copy of that video on your phone. And then you can upload it right here as well into the Dubb platform when you see the blue upload button right there. Now, from the mobile app, you also can do sending. So if you're in the home area of the mobile app, let me get out of here. I think it's frozen. Let me reshare again. Here we go. If you want to be able to send from the mobile app, this is where you would do it. So in the home area here, right here, here are your videos. You'd select the video that you want, click share video in the middle, copy for email, like this, copies to the clipboard, drop it anywhere, copy for SMS, copies to the clipboard, paste it, or you can use the icons to the top right above the video. The block icon is email, the paper airplane icon, that is SMS. So you can use either one of those. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really love, like let's say, you've used a HubSpot or a Salesforce over the years, and you really enjoy that, you can still do that. You can have all your workflows in that CRM because we have a lot of CRMs and third-party senders in this list right here, where you can just keep the stuff that you like. We have the integrations, just drop videos in, so you're able to do that. Now, if you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can go over here to the left and upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks and deals and tags. You can do bulk sending within Dubb, email and SMS. You also, if you have our Pro Plus plan, you can do automations, drip sequences, workflows in that part as well. You also can do AI writing within Dubb. So you can either use Auto right here in the middle, type in here, hey Auto, I'd like you to type me this script, blah, 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 give it a description. You also can create profiles with the AI for your writing. So, we talked about before the landing pages, right? If I was in real estate, buyer, seller example, you can do the same thing with this. So you can create profiles of different parts of your audience so the AI can learn about this part of your audience. Maybe it's a different tone of communication. You even can supply a writing structure if you want to, called the have method, which opens with a hook. A addresses their needs, V is value, E is an extend call to action. So when you go to write something, just select the part of the audience that you're working on. Tell the AI, hey, I want a video script for this, or I want an email, and you can do it all right here. The AI will even ask you, do you want me to save this into scripts for you? You also can access AI writing up over here to the top right under AI Assistant, and you can do all the stuff I just said right here as well if you want to. You can have it read back to you in an AI voice. You can copy to a clipboard. You can import it to scripts. You even can import it to a voice video. Now, as far as referrals, so we have a really strong partner program. So if you click down here in referrals and you click apply now, it will create a referral link for you for Dubb. You can share it for a 30% recurring commission that we honor. We also do an additional 10% as well, so it's a 30 and a 10. So if you gave me your Dubb link and I subscribed, you get a 30% recurring commission. And then if I created my own Dubb link and I shared it and I got somebody to come in and subscribe, it's another 10%. So we're very strong on supporting our partners. If you're on a paid plan, get 4 or 5 people, get them subscribe, and you got a free account. Invite them in here to the training, dubb.com/T. But definitely share your link. Um, That leads me to our webinars that we do weekly. So every Thursday, and today's Thursday, right? At 11:30 a.m., there's going to be a partner webinar that we do. We go over partner strategies. If we can drop that link in the chat, that would be awesome. That one. And then we also do a real estate focused one on Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. PST. And then on Tuesdays, we do not partner, we do can't think of the word, founder training with Ruben and Darius. So every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m., they have their own curriculum. There's a form you can fill out called Open Mic that you can talk about your business, and they do deeper dives into stuff. If you have Pro Plus on Dubb, there's Pro and Pro Plus. If you have Pro Plus, you have access to that founder training. And in terms of learning in here, down over here to the right under training, if you click videos, we have a great Dubb Academy right here where you can go through everything's labeled to learn. You can go to our Dubb support channel as well. You also can click the little bubble down here at the bottom, little green bubble here, and that's our intercom system where you can chat with the AI, chat with someone on the team. You can do a keyword search in here. If you're like, hey, how do I use the Dubb Chrome extension? It'll typically bring up a video and screenshots as well and an article. So it's pretty thorough. We also recently added an AI video section, which is pretty neat. So right up here at the top, if you click the red camera icon and you see this little prompt right over here to the right prompt, if you click that there, this gives you the ability to create some AI videos in different types. You can do an intro hook, greeting, user generated. The whole list is right here. And then the examples of each one will play when you click play.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
And these videos can either lead into your authentic human video, or they can be like a commercial video that you can create, something like this.
Every day begins somewhere with a choice.
So you basically just choose, the kind of video you want to make. You can select your AI profile here, which is pretty cool. Remember the audience, who's it for? So the AI remembers. Give yourself a video prompt right down here. Choose the, landscape or portrait. The duration will typically match what you're looking for. Commercials are 12, intros are 4. You can't go less or more than these times right here. And when you click generate concepts, it's going to give you three choices. You can select all three, or you can just select one. And then you'll get an email that says, hey, your video is ready. And then it will be added to your video library. So you're able to use that there. So those are pretty fun to create. So if you want to try that and send some over to us or send any videos over to us for feedback, I just popped this in the chat. It's feedback@dubb.com. If you want to, send us something, doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you're thinking about trying a different style. You're able to do that. Okay, so Ina, let me bring you in here. Hey, Ina, did we get a chance to address the questions along the way as far as everything, or how are we looking as far as that?
I think it's all good. I have answered questions in the chat. Anything else, guys, before we head out for the day?
Yeah, we just got a few minutes left. Just we had to cut it a little short. Typically we'd have longer, but unfortunately for today. Let's see. Alvaro, can you go back to that video? Alvaro, let me come over to you really quickly and take you in here. You're unmuted. Can you hear me okay, Alvaro?
Yes. Where did you go to make those little 12-second videos?
Yeah, so when you're in here, when you're in Dubb, it's the little red camera icon right up here at the top.
Okay.
And then when you select it, see prompt, see this thing to the right?
Yeah.
Just click that there. Then it puts you into this area right in here. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Just missed that.
Yeah, no problem, man. They're a lot of fun. So cool.
Mhm.
And I saw Madison emails 100 per day or 100 per 24 hours. Madison, hi. If you want to unmute really quickly, how are you, Madison? If you want to say hello.
Hello, I'm good. Thank you.
Hi. Cool. Is it just do you have Gmail or Outlook or what do you have?
Gmail.
A Gmail. It's 100 per day, right, Ina? I think, or Gmail, or is it 300? I can't remember.
Yeah, if it's just a free Gmail account, yeah, it's 100. But if it's like you have the paid Google Workspace and you have warmed up the email for about few months or years, yeah, we can send it up to 300
Okay, I'm
emails per
Lone
day.
Factory. It's a Lone Factory email, and I've only been with them 2 months, so I don't know what.
Okay, yeah, maybe start with 100 and then eventually when you got more emails back and forth, like you replied, they replied, yeah, we can increase that gradually until
Okay.
we reach 300. Yeah.
So okay, because I was trying to send out links because I did a training on this yesterday with my
Mm-mm.
group and to send them to sign up and it didn't. So I know Darius is working on it, but I was just curious. Okay. So I have to send it through my How can I send a mass email to everybody? Gmail won't allow that then, huh?
Yeah, you can connect your free Gmail if you're using free Gmail, but yeah,
No.
I'll send you a follow-up email on that, Madison, with the support article and the tutorial video.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Madison.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
everybody, sorry we've got to jump early. Maurice, I saw your email in there. If you want to shoot Maurice an email, we'll do that. And then
Yeah.
real quick, Joe, do videos show up as a link or as a GIF when sending text messages? Joe, if you were going to text me and we
Right.
didn't communicate before, it would only show as a link. So you got to do permission-based stuff. Hey, Rob, can I share this video with you? If I'm in
Okay.
your contacts I already have, they're going to see the GIF. You can download the GIF itself, just the visual, but it won't go anywhere. So I would just get the permission first and then it'll show up.
Okay. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. All right. Thank you.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up. We will see you. I'm off tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. So everyone have a great weekend and thanks for coming in. Thanks, Ina.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.